another opportunity that He has given me to contribute something into the kingdom.
All right.
When I go to Paul, I was, well, not really surprised, but because God have a way of doing things, and I do thank God for the opportunity. For this last few weeks, we looked at how when the flesh dies, when the flesh is subdued, God takes over. And what God is doing to us and with us. Today will be actually, I think God will orchestrate it.
Yeah, I think he's not speaking.
So
I
we
put it
won't
up.
actually finish what we started.
Yes, yeah.
Because last week we kind of summarized or kind of took a little bit of the three storms that we looked at when we looked at Jonah, we looked at Job, and we also looked at Jesus himself when he was going to the other side of the lake. So today we'll kind of really go a little deeper into Jonah. And what God gave me today and for us today. So we'll be looking at Jonah chapter 1, reading from verse 1 to 6. But what God is saying to us today, and the mere fact that Pastor Ben asked me to speak today, is saying that God has a word for us. He has a word. And God said to us on road,
It's not there.
don't shipwreck
The Wi-Fi on?
the calling on you. And as I meditated on that, I realized when God set aside a man and woman to do a job, to do a work, that calling is on your life. You cannot run from it. You cannot hide from it. And at times we try. We do try. Don't shipwreck. Let's read. Jonah 1, verses 1 to 6. Now the word of the Lord came unto Jonah, the son of Amittai, saying, arise, go to Nineveh, that great city, and cry against it. For the wickedness is come up before me. But Jonah rose and fled unto Tarshish from the presence of the Lord, and went down to Joppa, and he found a ship going to Tarshish. So he paid the fare thereof, and went down into it to go with them unto Tarshish from the presence of the Lord. But the Lord sent a great wind into the sea, and there was a mighty tempest in the sea, so that the ship was like to be broken. Then the mariners were afraid, and cried every man unto his God, and cast forth the wares that were in the ship into the sea to lighten it of them. But Jonah was gone down into the side of the ship, and he lay, and he was fast asleep. So the shipmaster came to him and said unto him, what meanest thou, O sleeper? Arise, call upon thy God. If so be that God will think upon us that we perish not. God called Jonah for a specific assignment. And Jonah said, nope, I'm heading the other way. Now, what I found interesting about that is between Nineveh and Joppa was 550 miles. So between Joppa and Tarshish, approximately 2,500 miles. So when you add that up again, a little more than 3,000 miles he would have been away from his destiny or his location where God is calling him. So there's a few things that we will extract from this event. Number one, God heard. Jonah heard from God. That's important. So means that if he heard from God, he was able to identify the voice. Because you're gonna hear something that we hear a lot of voices. But if we don't know the voice of the master, the voice of the shepherd that's calling us, we'll ignore it. So he heard from God and he knew it was God calling him. Second, disobedient to the call on his life. He heard his instructions, but he decided to flee, run away from the instructions that was given to him. Thirdly, being disobedient to instructions from God can endanger the life of others. Again, being disobedient to the instructions of God can endanger the life of others. Four, God is long-suffering, and he loves us with a love that we can never understand. And fifthly, and finally, the rewards of being obedient to God. Jonah had a call on his life. Jonah had a call in his life. Jonah knew and could identify the voice of God. God knew where Jonah lived. God knew exactly where Jonah lived. And guess what? He knows exactly where you live. He knows the address of each and every one of us. You know, it's funny, but it's something to laugh about in a way, but because sometimes we think we're smarter than, you know. God also, you see, in the latter part of verse 1, he said, "For the wickedness is come up before me." So God gave Jonah an assignment, but he also knew the mindset of the people or the person that God is sending you to, or God is sending us to. He knows what they're thinking. He knows where they are in their life. He knows where they are. So God is not sending a man to do a work that he don't know what he's sending him into, and that he has not prepared the man for the job. He knew where Jonah lived. He knew the assignment he was giving Jonah, and he also prepared Jonah for the job. Did anyone say that God has a call in your life? Today's not an accident. In reality, we're not supposed to be standing. So God is saying something to someone today. God is saying something to us. There's a call on your life. You know, Friday night, I was prayer meeting. We had a sister before the word. And it really confirms what God is saying today to us. And the one came like this from Jeremiah 1. Then the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, we read it from verse 4. Then the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. Before thou camest out of the womb, I sanctified thee. I ordained thee a prophet unto the nation. Then said I, Lord God, behold, I cannot speak, for I am a child. But the Lord said unto me, say not that I am a child, for thou shalt go to all I send thee, and whatsoever I command thee, thou shalt speak. Whatsoever I command thee, thou shalt speak. You know what we tell God? I cannot speak. I don't have a word. We think I'm unable to. But God is saying to us today, before you were formed in your mother's womb, I sanctified you a prophet to the nation. Before your mother gave birth to you, God called you and sanctified you. When your father gave up on you, God called you and sanctified you. When your siblings turned their back on you, God has sanctified you and called you to the nation. Amen. When at times you may have not known what to wear, or you didn't have on the right clothes, or you didn't graduate from the right college, and no one knew your name, God had called you, God has sanctified you, and called you a prophet to the nation. God had ordained you a preacher. Amen. God has ordained you a teacher. God has ordained you a healer. God has ordained you as a miracle worker. Before you were in your mother's womb, I knew you. Your very substance was not hidden from me. That's what God is saying to you today. God is saying to us today, your very substance was not hidden. God is saying to us today, He didn't send you into this world empty-handed. Sometimes we sit back and sometimes we become spectators in the house of God. And God's saying there's much work to do. God's saying, I have sanctified you. I have called you a prophet into the nation. In Luke 4, verse 18 to 19, he said, the Spirit of the Lord is upon me. He has anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor, has sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to preach deliverance to the captive, to recover sight to the blind, to set at liberty them that are bruised, to preach the acceptable year. God has called each and every one of us to a higher calling. There's a calling on your life. There is a calling on your life. There's a calling on my life. You didn't come here empty-handed. For too long we are sit. For too long we sat as spectators in the house. God is saying to us tonight, arise from your slumber. There's much work to do. God is going to call you by name. God knows where to find you. You cannot go anywhere that He won't find you. God at times sends individuals to speak to you and say, my brother, my sister, there's a calling on your life. Or my brother, my sister, there's something that I want you to do in the house of the Lord. Don't ever dismiss them. You know, it is better to give or make an attempt. It's better to try and you fail. It's better to do something than do nothing. The call on your life is bigger than you. It's larger than you. God has sanctified you a prophet to the nation. Don't dismiss what God is saying. he may send. God knows everything of where you live. And I'm going to show you something which is very interesting. I'm going to prove to you why God knows who you are, where you live. Let's look at this. Acts 10, we read from verse 1 to 6. And there is a certain man in Caesarea called Cornelius, a centurion of the band called the Italian band, a devout man, and one who feared God and all his house, which gave much alms to the people and prayed to God always. He saw in a vision, evidently about in the ninth hour of the day, an angel of God coming into him and saying unto him, Cornelius. When he looked unto him, he was afraid and said, What is it, Lord? And he said unto him, Thy prayers and thy alms have come up for a memorial before God. Now go and send men to Joppa and call one. Listen to that. Now send men to Joppa and call one Simon, whose surname is Peter. He lodged with one Simon the tanner, whose house is by the sea, and he shall tell you what thou ought to do. Here is God telling Cornelius where to find Peter, and exactly where Peter lived. And all that Cornelius was doing, God had taken notice of. He gave alms to the poor, and he did what he was supposed to do. And God was aware. So what God is saying to us today, He's aware of every single thing we do. He's taking notice of. Are we kind to the poor? Are we loving? Are we forgiving? Are we doing what God has called us to do? God is taking note of every little thing we do. God knew exactly where to find Peter. Nothing is hidden from God. You see, one of the most important things, and realize it, Jonah, is that when Jonah heard the voice of God, Jesus said in John 10, verse 27, He said, My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. So instead of Jonah following, he decided to run. Now, by running, you see, when God gives instructions, we need to follow through. You know, our brother Emmanuel started this saying, and when he started this, I realized, as we spoke last week, that same thread is keep running through. And God is reminding us that He's there and He's observing everything. So Jonah heard the voice, he knew the instructions, but now he's being disobedient. So he ran the other way. So that's what happens sometimes to us. God sends someone to give instruction. God sends a messenger saying, I want you to deliver, I want you to speak to, and we said, guess what? Oh, I'm going to go the other way. You remember the story about the man who was caught up in feet? Then the Levite passed, this guy passed. When Levi and when the Pharisee passed, and they looked the other way, said, "Oh no! That's not for me. It's for the other guy down the street." So the Samaritan man, who no one expected to take care of that man, he did. Too many times we as Christians walk the other way. Oh, this man, no. He's not worthy of God. You know what he did? Okay, I'm going to bring it a little closer. Paul, a murderer, killing God's children, chasing after them. And we say, no, not this man. He doesn't deserve salvation. Not this man over. You know how many people he killed? You know how many lives he destroyed? I'm not going to speak to him. He doesn't need Christ. knew the wickedness in Nineveh. He knew. And God hates wickedness. He doesn't like it. You see, as I meditated on, I realized where Jonah was going with this and why he was being disobedient. It's not that, he felt and he knew how wicked these people were. And listen in Psalms 94. O Lord God, to whom vengeance belongs. O God, whom vengeance belongs, show thyself. Lift up thyself, thou judge of the earth. Render a reward to the proud. Lord, how long shall the wicked, triumph? How long shall the other speak hard things? Or how all the wonders of iniquity boast themselves? They break in pieces thy people. O Lord, inflict thy heritage. They slay the widow and the stranger. They murder their fatherless. And yet they say the Lord shall not see. Neither shall God of Jacob regard it. Understand the British among the people. Ye are fools. When will ye be wise? Ye planteth, and there shall he not hear. He that formed the eyes shall he not see. So this is what Jonah was thinking. These Ninevites, they deserve punishment. They deserve something coming to them. So he said, no. You know what's that Jonah is saying, God? I heard what you said. But these folks over there, they deserve worse. But in John 10, here's what God is saying. Other sheep I have, which are not of this fold, them also I am whispering. And they shall hear my voice, and they shall be one fold and one shepherd. You see, we cannot turn our backs. We cannot walk away from the assignment that God has given to us. We cannot learn or start being disobedient to what God has called us to do. So this is how Jonah felt, that he couldn't, in his spirit, man, he couldn't deal with it. But you see, he said, no. But when you really think about it, he saw the flesh operating. He's saying, oh, no. I gotta do this. See, only when we subdue flesh, the spirit manifests his instructions from God. You see, in Isaiah 55, reading from verse 7, God is saying to us, he said, let the wicked forsake his ways, and the righteous man his ways. And let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy on him. And our God, and to our God, for he will abundantly pardon. For my thoughts, neither are my ways, neither are your ways my ways, said the Lord. For as the heaven is higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. You see, God is saying, I know what you're thinking, but my thoughts are higher than your thoughts. My ways are higher than your ways. So God is saying to Jonah, yeah, I know what you're thinking, but I see the bigger picture. I still have some of my children out there that I need to bring into the fold. So in Jonah's disobedience, God had to send a storm to redirect the man. long suffering, redirecting. Again, in our disobedience, we can endanger the lives of so many. In Jonah 1:4, but the Lord sent out a great wind into the sea, and there was a mighty tempest in the sea, so that the ship was like to be broken. The ship was about to break up into pieces. You see, now where was Jonah? You see, when you're asleep, you have no idea what's going on. Jonah went in the bottom of the ship and thinking, you know what? This is where I'm going to be. And it doesn't matter what happens over there. So what God has given us assignment, but what we try to do is say, you know what? I think I can sleep that away. So we go to bed and we think we can sleep. We don't have to get up. While others are suffering out there, while others are battling the storm, we are sleeping when we are the answer. Others are struggling to make it. They're struggling to go through the storm. They're struggling, and we are the answer, and we are asleep. We are comfortable in the bench. We sit down and we feel comfortable, and others are depending on us. Others are waiting on us, and we are sleeping. And we are sitting, we are comfortable where we are. Sweet dreams. So we are sitting as spectators while there are souls waiting out there for us. We are sleeping while others are struggling. You know what they did? They took everything they had and dumped it overboard to lighten the weight that they can surf over the water so they will not sink. But that didn't work. Whatever they tried, they didn't work. Finally when they got to Jonah, they took lots and it fell upon him. And in verse 15, it says, so they took up Jonah and cast him forth into the sea, and the sea ceased from raging. So the Lord fell upon Jonah, and the scripture said, they asked him where he's from, what his occupation is. But one thing Jonah said, he said, he feared God, who controls the sea and the dry land. And that's frightened me. They didn't want to throw him overboard, but Jonah said, that's the only way. What God is saying to us, Christ is the only way. Because he has prepared us, he has given us the word, and we are the only way. So they threw him over, and the sea ceased. See, what God is saying to us today, your lives that are at stake. If we are disobedient to our calling, our lives could be lost. It first started with the mariners in the ship. They could have lost their life. Nineveh would not have been saved if Jonah had died or if Jonah went to Tarshish. Disobedience can destroy the entire nation. One man given an assignment to save a nation, they could have been destroyed. But God, in his long suffering, you see, the story of Jonah is very interesting because every time you think about it and meditate on it, you see that God could have used someone else. He said, you know what? I'm sorry, Jonah. I'm sorry. You don't want to do it? I'm sorry. That's fine. I don't know if that happens at your workplace. Sometimes your supervisor will ask you to do an assignment, and you'll say, no. This is not for me. Give it to this person. Give it to that other person. And the supervisor will say, you don't have to do it. That's fine.
That's true.
They'll tell, no, that's fine.
That's true.
But they go to their diary and write, okay, they asked him to do this, and he didn't do it, and that's the day.
What time do I start work or what time do I leave the house?
What's your schedule?
Officially works at the 9, but I leave the house around 7 a.m. 7:15.
You see, God was merciful, he was long
I
suffering.
get there around 8:30.
He made a way of escape.
Officially, but I probably leave around 6. 6.
You know,
6:30, it depends.
when we think we are running from him, he is running to us.
Yeah.
We are running away from our assignment, but since he knows where we live and where we are going to be, he catches up with us.
Oh, there's no pens there.
It's supposed to be 10 to 6. I'm not running at 8.
But the Lord had prepared the great
Did
fish,
he give you overtime?
soul of Jonah. Jonah was
I don't get paid by the hour.
Yeah, same here. Same here, I don't get paid by hour.
Jonah was in the belly of the fish 3 days and 3 nights. You know, sometimes we try to run away from God. We try to run away from the responsibility. We try to run away from our assignment. We try to run away. But here's what God said in Psalms 139. Whither shall I go from thy spirit? Or whither shall I flee from thy presence? If I ascend into heaven, thou art there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, thou art there. If I take the wings of the morning and dwell to the uttermost part of the sea, then even there shall thy hands lead me, and thy right hand shall hold me. If thou shalt say, surely the darkness shall cover me, even the night shall be light about me. Yea, the darkness dieth not from thee, but the night shineth as day. The darkness and the light are both alike to thee. Thou hast possessed my reins, and have covered me in my mother's womb. I will praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are the works, and my soul knoweth. The Lord by accident read. God is confirming our words here. We try to run. We try to hide. God is saying, if you make your bed in hell, that's what he will find. Wherever you go, he will find you. David said, no matter what you do, Greg said earlier, God knows your address. Let me tell you, it's a secret. God has a very good GPS. His GPS works very good. He's going to find us. We think we can hide from our responsibility, but God is so loving and kind and merciful. He's kind. He's loving. He's merciful. No, why God would bother saying, you know what, I'm going to go after Jonah. It takes work to prepare the fish. Now, something I saw about this. This is very interesting. God literally prepared the fish. This was custom-made fish. No, it was custom-made. You see, now tell me something. If God said he prepared it, he custom-made that fish. I'm going to show you. He custom-made that fish when he said, I'm going to prepare a fish for Jonah to stay 3 days in, okay? So God is saying, it doesn't matter how far you have gone, he's going to find you. Doesn't matter how far you've gone, he's going to find you. He's going to find us. Jonah found himself 3 days in that fish. 3 nights. This was a special fish. One thing God showed me. acid in the stomach, it will leave us. Because digestion will take place. When something gets into the stomach, the acid is released. And everything in that stomach will start breaking up. Digestion didn't take place. When I tell you, this was a special fish. Jonah, whether he liked it or not, he was fasting 3 days, 3 nights. Now, the fish also was fasting. Because just think about it for a minute. If that fish was capable of swallowing a man, what if that fish has swallowed a shark? The shark now, Jonah is still alive, the shark is still alive. You know what? What will have happened? Now, God really has a sense of humor. Just think about it a minute. Now, he didn't send a shark. If she sent a shark, the shark would eat up Jonah. If he sent someone to kill a whale, it would like shoot him up. He's designed a special fish for Jonah.
Three days, 3 nights.
Jonah realized that I'm in a bad situation. But that's what God told him. Only when Jonah yielded his flesh, his spirit began. The flesh had to leave. The spirit man came up. And then he came to his senses. And when he yielded, God spoke. Only then, when he yielded, he heard from God. God is waiting for us to yield the spirit, yield the flesh, yield our bodies, yield that flesh man, that he can speak to us. In Romans 8:8, he said, so then they that are in the flesh cannot please God. There's no way Jonah would have been able to please God in the flesh. The spirit man had to die. The spirit man had to be, the flesh had to be subdued and yield to the spirit man. The spirit had to come alive. God took notice. God took notice. When we subdue, when we think we have reached the end of our road and we cannot go any further, when we think that we have come to the end of where we can physically go, that's when it seems that the time we yield, we say, you know what, I can't. It reminds me of the prodigal son. He had everything going for him. He took it and ran away. And when he was eaten with the swine, he came to his sense and said, you know what happened? The flesh died. And the spirit man rose up in him and he said, oh, look, my father has much. When the spirit man comes alive, we realize, you know, what I'm supposed to do for God is bigger than me. My assignment is bigger than me. So I yield my body and I let God take over. Finally, the reward of being obedient. Reading in Jonah chapter 3. And the word of the Lord came unto Jonah the second time, saying, arise and go unto Nineveh, that great city, and preach unto it. And preach unto it the preaching that I bid thee. You see, God had given him the word. God has already given us the word. He's just waiting on us to yield and to be instruments in his hands. He's patiently waiting for us to yield and that the Spirit may arise, that he can do the work. We can be instruments in his hands. He said, arise, go unto Nineveh, that great city, and preach unto it the preaching that I bid thee. So Jonah arose. That's after the fish filled him up and dried ground. He arose and went unto Nineveh according to the word of the Lord. Now Nineveh was an exceedingly great city, a 3 days' journey. And Jonah began to enter into the city a day's journey. And he cried and said, yet 40 days, and Nineveh shall be overthrown. So the people of Nineveh believed God and proclaimed a fast and put on sackcloth from the greatest of them even to the least of them. God is no respecter of persons. God is not sending you to the wealthy and forgetting the poor. God is sending you to the greatest and to the least. For the word of the Lord came unto the king of Nineveh. And he arose from his throne and laid his robe from him, and covered him with sackcloth and ashes. And he caused it to be proclaimed and published throughout Nineveh by decree of the king and his nobles, saying, let neither man or beast, herd or flock taste anything, let them not feed nor drink water. But let every man and beast be covered with sackcloth, and cry mightily unto God. Yea, let them turn every one from his evil ways, and from his violence and that is in their hands. Who can tell if God will turn and repent, and turn away from his fierce anger that we perish not? And God saw their works, and turned from the evil ways. God saw their works, that they turned from the evil ways, and God repented of the evil that he had said he would do unto them, and he did it. The contrast of being obedient, the contrast of being disobedient. Lives at stake. Souls at stake. We choose. Are we going to do it God's way, or are we going to do it our way? God has a calling on our lives. He's calling us to a greater calling, which is bigger than us. Sometimes we think we are insignificant. But God has put the words in our mouth. God has prepared us for the assignment. In being obedient to the call of God, the blood of others will not be required of us if we do what God has called us to do. Today, let us be about our Father's business. And let's work while it is day, because the night cometh but no man. The night cometh where no man. Brothers and sisters, there's too much at stake for us to be disobedient. There's too much lives at stake for us to be disobedient. The calling is on our lives. Whether you've been called as an evangelist, whether you've been called as a prophet, whether you've been called as a preacher, whether you've been called as a teacher, whatever it is that is on our lives, God has gifted and place this within each and every one of us. We can no longer be silent. We can no longer run away, because we have to be accountable to our master. What is saying to us today? Let us work while it is day, because the night comes. No man, no man. The Lord be the glory.
Amen.
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 Praise the Lord. God be the glory.
Amen.
Well, we want to thank the Lord for what He has given to us.